We've got updates on Severance Season 3, a new adaptation of The Mist, more Scream 7 news, and news on other upcoming horror projects on the February 11th edition of Movie News Daily. Let's get into it. Let's lead off here with the new Mist adaptation, and with it, we're getting another Mike Flanagan, Stephen King collaboration here, as Mike Flanagan is set to write and direct a new film adaptation of Stephen King's The Mist for Warner Brothers. As you see here, shared by Discussing Film. The story follows a group of townsfolk locked in a grocery store after a thick, mysterious fog emerges that hides deadly creatures, as we all know here from The Mist. But I'd say with it coming from Mike Flanagan, we can expect a terrifying turn here on The Mist, and I'm looking forward to this one. Although I do gotta say, man, that Thomas Jane, The Mist movie from back in the early 2000s, I think that one's going to be tough to top. The Frank Darabont take on The Mist, to me, was, an all-timer, but I'm excited to see what Mike Flanagan does with it as well. From there, we got news on Severance Season 3 as well. This originally coming from Deadline, as they say Apple hopes to begin filming it this summer, and they're expecting the show to last at least 4 seasons, so we should get at least another season or 2 of Severance, and they could eventually expand the Severance universe with spinoffs, which I'm all for. The more Severance you want to give me, I'll take it in. One of my favorite shows on TV right now. Can't wait to get some more Severance in my life. And then this one coming from Dread Central, as we now have our official rating for Scream 7, as expected, rated R. I mean, if it wasn't rated R, would have been the only surprise here, right? If we got a PG-13 Scream movie, probably would have been pissed on that one. But, of course, Scream 7 rated R for strong, bloody violence, gore, and language. Which leads us into news on a couple of other upcoming horror projects, one of which is new, that is announced by Deadline earlier, and it's a roller coaster survival thriller. Pretty interesting here. Vertigo is in the works from the producers of Fall. The film follows a group of teens who sneak onto a roller coaster before its debut opening until a system failure traps them hundreds of feet in the air, forcing them to fight for survival. I'm interested in this. Kind of reminds me, both of Final Destination 3 with the roller coaster angle, but also, the movie Frozen, if you've ever seen that one. No, not the animated movie. I'm talking about the Adam Green movie, Frozen, where they're stuck on the ski lift. Maybe a little bit, of that angle to this as well, but maybe one to check out here is Vertigo, a roller coaster survival thriller, appears to be in the works. And then we also have the official rating coming out for a 1970s throwback horror movie known as Dolly, which is also rated R for strong violence, gore, grisly images, language, and some nudity. And this one, coming from Bloody Disgusting, gives us some details as it was shot on 16mm film. The story centers on Macy, a young woman fighting for survival after being taken by a deranged, monstrous figure intent on raising her as their child. That's an interesting story angle there, and we get some pictures here, and it certainly does look rather frightening, both with the character design, the dolls in the background, and of course there you see her trying to take her as her child, as they mentioned there in that picture. So pretty creepy here with the doll imagery. If you're afraid of dolls, this is probably one that might frighten you, but it's definitely one that I think I'll check out. Definitely with it being shot on 16mm, a throwback to kind of the 70s horror. I'm all about it. Let's see what happens with Dolly. And then this one here was one I had to share, mainly just to rant about, because I was really looking forward to, the last Ronin movie in general, because we were probably getting, finally that darker, gritty, R-rated take on the Turtles. But now even more so, as I put on social media, because not only was it going to be that R-rated take, but it also was going to kind of be a continuation of those OG Turtles movies, because Judith Hoag has revealed that she was approached to return as April O'Neil, and she is the best April O'Neil, as she appeared in the first ever Turtles movie. So, as if I wasn't mad enough that we weren't getting the last Ronin movie, this just kind of rides that home. A big travesty, a swing and a miss here that they didn't move forward with this Turtles Last Ronin movie. And then just lastly, to wrap up here, we talked about Spider-Noir on the last update. They released a teaser trailer today, and we got some more info here, some of the first details. The show will be 8 episodes long. You can watch it in true Who color, and black and white. If you're not watching this spider-noir in black and white, what are you doing, though? That's my question to you. This deserves to be watched in black and white. I'm almost upset they're giving people the option to watch it in color, but nonetheless, it follows Spider-Noir investigating assassination attempts on the crime boss Silvermane. Versions of popular Spider-Man villains, including Sandman, will appear, and this is expected to release in the spring. So there you have it. Several movie news updates here for the February 11th edition of Movie News Daily. Appreciate you guys checking this one out. Be sure to subscribe here to the channel if you haven't already. Hitting that subscribe button helps us out as we continue to grow the JC's Movies channel. You can get these Movie News Daily videos into your feed every Monday through Friday. Plus, we continue to talk superhero, comedy, and horror. So if those genres are up your alley, more reason for you to subscribe here. Help us out. And you can also help us out just by hitting that thumbs up button. Giving this video a like will help it hit that YouTube algorithm, help it find more movie fans like you and me. And then just lastly, I'd love to hear your opinion on anything that we've discussed today or anything you want to talk about there, movie and TV show related. Drop it in the comments. Always enjoy chatting movies with you guys, and those interactions helping me continue to grow the channel here on JC's Movies. With that being said, I appreciate you tuning into this one, and I will catch you on the next one.